In 2016, leading up to the election, a seed of discord was sown that divided this nation. The people that divided the people of this nation and put them in different sects, S-E-C-T. God allowed it to be sown so that he could expose the heart of man. The weeds in the midst of the wheat. Wheat and the tares.
The weeds were sown.
Jesus said, let them come up. Let them grow together. He said, there'll be a separation in the end. But the angels are doing, I want truth because I want Jesus. He said, I am the way, I am truth.
There's another revelation of that. And instead of it tearing down and destroying what your truth, it makes it even full up. That's what Jesus said. He said, I come not to destroy the law, but to fulfill it. Give it fullness, give it meaning. So we as Christians have to have that capacity. He's showing this nation.
More knowledgeable
right,
of who we really are. And what we're going to have to do is face who we really are. And then allow those foundational principles that were intended to describe. Somewhere along the line we missed it.
Hi, this is Pat and Katie Jordan of Life Touch Ministries of South Carolina, letting you know that together we can change and touch our world. Were you able to complete all of them?
I done a study on them, and I had different ones. I done Bible study, and I had everybody in the Bible class. I had different ones to volunteer on which one they were gonna claim and do a study
what was the
on.
last one?
The last one was a false witness that sowed. No, it's he that sowed discord among the brethren. A false witness that speaketh lies. They were next to the last one. And he that sowed discord among the brethren. A seed of discord has been sown by the enemy from the beginning of time.
Right.
And a seed of discord was sown into everything that God established for man. The enemy came and sowed a seed of discord. He did. In everything. There's seeds of discord being sown even now. In 2016, leading up to the election, a seed of discord was sown that divided this nation. The people that divided the people of this nation and put them in different sects, S-E-C-T. This color brown, that color black, that color black, and a little bit off black, white, red, yellow, red and yellow, black and white. They are places in the side. A seed of discord was sown. Really sown. And that's what had brought us to the point where we are now. But God allowed it. God allowed it to be sown so that he could expose the heart of man. Because we all thought our heart was, we just come out of the great revival. We just come out of a great manifestation out there on Seymour and them, out there in California, Azusa. We just come out of all that right there, and our heart is, no. God allowed seeds of discord to be sown. And the reason that started out right, the seeds of discord was sown in the midst of that broke them up into different groups, different races. a seed, the enemy always comes in where there is unity.
Yeah.
And sow a seed of discord. If you listen to him, he'll break it up every time. He'll have a mess going on before you even know it. Be a mess.
Yeah, and you know, I think in this time, you know, in the world we live in, there will be weeds.
Always.
The talked about the parable where the
weeds in the midst of the wheat.
Yeah,
wheat and the tares.
The weeds were sown. They have to come up.
Yeah, Jesus said, "Let them come up, and them grow together." He said, there'll be a separation in the end, but the angels are doing.
Right.
We ain't gonna be the one doing it.
That's right.
But we think we are. We so righteous to. God gonna let us do that? Don't let us take His job. But it ain't gonna happen that way. It's not gonna happen that way.
That's why we have to be careful too about trying to generalize.
Yeah.
Things. We try to generalize groups of people.
Yeah.
Try to generalize color.
Yeah.
Try to generalize a lot of different things. You know.
You can be highly educated and have the mind of Einstein. Be the smartest, one of the smartest man or woman on this earth. And if you don't have wisdom, the wisdom of God, you don't know nothing. God said we're living in a time right now when God is doing what He said He was going to do, because man has forgotten Him and exalt himself, try to exalt himself above you. See, Him, He said, I'm going to confound the wisdom of the wise. And see, the Greeks, He said, the Greeks commended themselves to being people of wisdom, great wisdom. Jesus had Paul writing in 1 Corinthians about the wisdom of the wise. Wise ain't nothing but foolishness to God.
Right.
Just foolishness. So, I don't know that much, and I'm willing to be taught. And I don't mind being corrected. I don't mind people teaching me. I want to be taught, because I want to be able, through the Holy Spirit, to discern. And I want to be able to break stuff down and understand what is truth, what is not truth. I want truth, because I want Jesus. He said, I am the way, I am truth. I want truth. I want truth. I want to understand truth. Truth will humble you, because there are some things that you have believed all your life that was true, to be true, but it wasn't. And it's hard for you to let go of what you know, what you think you know, what you've been taught all your life. When truth come in, truth keep knocking at it and says, it's got to go. Now it's up to you. Do you want to hold on to it? Do you want to let it go? And a lot of people are in the places that they're into now because they refuse to let what they think they know go and grab a hold of truth. It's hard for them. They're wrestling with their flesh. If I do this, I have to do that. If I do this, I have to do that. If I let this, I have to let that. And so I ain't going to do that. I just stay where I am. And there are some people who have made up their mind, just let me die like I am. Let me die and go on here, so what? There's some people like that. There's some people who call themselves Christians who refuse to give up what they were trained and what they were taught. They won't let it go.
And then I think some people too, it's like it says you search the scriptures, and
in them
you think you have life. You know, and it's not necessarily to say that you have to abandon the truth that you receive, but what you can't what you can't reject is the interest of the light.
Yeah.
Because that is the spirit. The law of the spirit is the revelation. So yeah, you can have a truth, but that revelation may bring a different interpretation.
Yeah.
Bring an enlightening
enlightening
of what you holding
on as to be true.
So it's not necessarily you have to release what you know or the truth. That's not necessarily the case.
But you're going to acknowledge the truth as the truth.
Right.
Acknowledge it.
You're going to have to acknowledge that what's being revealed.
Yeah. That's your thing.
You got to acknowledge
you
what's
Andrew
being...
Jordan's son. You been Andrew Jordan's son all your life.
Right.
Andrew Jordan Jr. All of a sudden you find out I'm not his natural son. He's not my natural father. You got a choice. What you gonna do? It hurt.
Well, the thing is, you still receive the truth, the truth of the fatherhood, the nurturing, all of those things. But now there's another element of it. There's another revelation of that, and instead of it tearing down and destroying what your truth,
yeah,
it makes it even full up. That's what Jesus said. He said, "I come not to destroy the law, but to fulfill it. Give it fullness, give it meaning." So we as Christians have to have that capacity to be able to allow what in other words, what you got to be filled.
Yeah. You can say, I am who I am because I am his son because he have given my life what? Meaning.
Right.
What you said. He had given me real life. The other was just a seed. That was just a sperm. But it's him who has really given me life.
Mm-hmm. And that's a great example of it.
Yeah, it's him from my time.
I didn't reveal this to you to throw the law away.
Mm-mm.
I didn't reveal it to you for you to disregard what your truth is. But I'm showing you some. And that's the thing. People can get locked into that, and they won't even allow God to show them. He's showing this nation. I'm telling you, I think people are taking it to where they think that there's so much going on with the nation that we are becoming more and more evil, more and more sinister, more and more defiled, and more.
More knowledgeable.
Right.
Of who we really are. And what we're going to have to do is face who we really are. And then allow those foundational principles that were intended to describe. Somewhere along the line we missed it. So what we got to do, we got to stop and acknowledge I missed it, but I got it wrong, but I'm finna make it right. But this does not take away from who I am. Mm. But I have to acknowledge that I didn't come all the way straight through the kitchen. I went downstairs and come up. But nevertheless, I came up and I'm where I am now, and I can't go back.
Right.
I can't go back, but I can start from this point where I am now, since now I know that I should have come straight through the kitchen and not went downstairs. Now I know that. But nevertheless, and I acknowledge that and I repent of that. But I'm right here now. So I'm going from this point on. I'm not taking no shortcuts. I'm not going to try to do things the easy way.
Right.
And go around the truth. I'm going to do things truthfully. No matter what kind of discomfort it causes me, I'm going to stand and I'm going to stick to the truth. I'm going to speak truth. I'm going to live truth. And I'm going to encourage others to do the same thing. I'm not going to encourage others to do different. I'm going to encourage them to do the same thing. That's just where we have to be at. It's a hard place. And in some ways, you had to come to that place in other areas of your life. And you made a decision to accept the truth and do the truth and keep going forward. And where there was somewhere they made the wrong kind of decision, they made another decision. They're not going to accept the truth. They're not going to do things no different. They're not going to follow. They're just going to be spinning their wheels in the same old, right where they were, and making life more miserable for themselves than it already is. Yep. You just got, it's choices that have to be made in this life. You have to make choices. And some folk would rather live in this life than not have to ever make any choices at all.